also a writer for Wavelength, and I'll let the rest of us introduce ourselves.
Thank you, Tim, for that lovely intro. My name is Abby. I'm also one of the hosts for this podcast, and I'm also the Wavelength director, editor-in-chief. I don't know at this point. I will pass it on to Sophia or Tim.
Abby is a woman of many hats.
You're so right. Because I'm wearing a hat right now. Thanks, Tim. I'll pass it on to Sophia.
Hello, my name is Sophia, and I'm the photographer for Wavelength, and I'll pass it on to Shayna.
Hi guys, my name is Shayna, and I'm the audio-video producer at Wavelength, and I'm very excited to be doing ASMR with everyone here at Wavelength today.
Yeah, so we've been thinking about this idea for so long now. We've been wanting to do ASMR, and I know not everyone enjoys ASMR, but we thought it'd be fun, especially coming into spring quarter. Lots of things are exciting, the environment, the energy, so we thought we would do the sounds of Western Washington, and we actually asked y'all on our Instagram what you think is inherently Western. So we have a few items here on the table that we're going to be tapping on, making sounds with. And yeah, we'll get right into it. But before we do that, I personally love ASMR.
Me too.
The only person, Sophie and I, we bonded on loving ASMR. So for those that don't know, I actually have a definition of what ASMR is if you don't know. And ASMR means autonomous sensory meridian response. It is a tingling sensation that usually begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and the upper spine. A pleasant form of paresthesia, it is often compared with auditory tactile synesthesia. So, I know from watching ASMR over the past several years, some people don't get tingles, but you know what? It's supposed to be a relaxing thing. It's supposed to be relaxing, and I feel like we're gonna try to make y'all feel relaxed. I know some of us aren't as well versed, but I don't know. Do you want to talk about your experience with ASMR?
Yeah, I can talk about my experience a little bit. I first discovered ASMR, I think about 5 years ago at this point. I think Gentle Whispering ASMR was the first ASMRist that I ever listened to. And at that point, I don't think ASMR was very popular, so I felt a little bit ostracized when I said I liked ASMR. I think there is definitely a big stigma around ASMR, but I think over the past 3 or 4 years, actually no, 2 to 3, maybe, I don't know how long, but I think people are more comfortable with it now, and they know what it is. So yeah, that's my experience with it.
Yeah, I definitely, I've listened to ASMR for about 5 years, I'd say, and I've noticed that although I don't listen to ASMR as much anymore, I will feel the ASMR sometimes when I'll feel that tingly sensation when I'm in class, because if a teacher is speaking super softly and they're just really nice about their I don't know, sometimes I'll be listening to a lecture and I'm like,
Yes. To add on to that, ASMR is something that I think we all experience in our day-to-day lives without even realizing it. I know a lot of people have experienced ASMR when they were really young. For example, when you're at the doctor's office and they're doing a physical exam or putting on latex gloves, you may get a tingly sensation, or you'll feel relaxed by it, and without even knowing, you are experiencing ASMR.
So true. So, I was gonna say,
Sophia's the expert. I am a good example of having not realized that you are experiencing ASMR when you experience ASMR, because I've never sought it out, and this is all very, very new to me. But rain sounds, every time I can't go to sleep, I put on the rain sounds and it lulls me to sleep. It's like a little lullaby, and I love it.
yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I've been listening to a lot more rain sounds recently. I listen to ASMR. I used to listen to it almost every night because it would literally make me fall asleep. And I feel like you were talking about, Sophia, with the stigma of ASMR, people always associate that with ASMR. Of course, we already mentioned Gentle Whispering. She's like the icon. Like Heather Feather, she doesn't post as much anymore. I could go on and on and on, but I'll let other people talk.
Yeah, I have a couple main ASMRs that I listen to. Gentle Whispering, definitely a great artist. Also, Superfly ASMR. She's like an older woman in her like 60s, I think, but she gives off like grandma vibes, and I just feel so like protected and safe when I listen to her.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's really good. She does like makeup role plays where she's like putting makeup on you, and I'll just fall asleep to that, and it's pretty awesome.
I'm definitely, I've listened to a few ASMR artists, but I'd say that my favorite is definitely Gentle Whispering. Gentle Whispering is like, so many of her like videos are just so calming. Like, I've just listened to those in hard times, and sometimes like she'll post like really positive stuff. So if I'm ever in like a rut, it's more in the past, but she was just like, she was there for me.
Yeah. Another ASMR artist that I forgot to mention is Fresh Blush. I know she keeps changing her name on YouTube, but I just also want to mention that with these like ASMR videos on YouTube, it is like an art form, and we do role plays. And one video that stands out to me that she did was a mermaid ASMR, which is pretty awesome. And she set up her camera in her bathtub. I mean, she was like in a mermaid outfit, and she had like mermaid hair and like makeup on, and it's just like it's all production, it's all like art form. So I think it's a really like respectable thing to do.
Yeah, I would also say on top of that, like the community itself is so positive. Like every time I go through the comments while I'm listening, it's always just super like people being like, I don't know, like talking about how stressed they are, and ASMR actually calms them down. So we're breaking the stigma today because ASMR is not just like you're eating mouth sounds or anything that you would think that you would associate with ASMR. It's okay if you don't like that, but again, like you said, like ASMR is happening all the time, even when you said like rain sounds, like
It's so relaxing.
rain sounds.
I'm so relaxed.
Or like for those that have like a box fan or something, like that's also ASMR too.
I sleep with a box fan.
Yeah.
Or a noise-making machine. Yeah, with white noise.
So overall, I feel like ASMR just, I don't know, I feel like it like helps with cortisol levels or like serotonin, because again, like I used to use it to fall asleep. So again, I thought we asked people on our Instagram what you thought was inherently Western, and we're gonna hopefully try to do some ASMR. We're not gonna judge anyone, but we're gonna tap on things, I guess. Hopefully, we're gonna take this seriously. It's an art form. Yeah. So who wants to go first?
Should we go?
Should go Tim.
Me first.
All right, Tim.
Okay.
So you want to talk about the bell that you did?
Yes. So I recorded the Western bell that rings every hour. Then we opened the podcast with that. So you've heard it already. And it captured, I think, the ambient sounds around the bell, which was actually like really cool. And I wound up having to like rush to my backpack to get my phone because I wasn't expecting the bell to run because it was late. It wasn't 5:02, not 5. And I just took a video of my backpack and got the sound in it, and it actually turned out really well. So
Nice.
it was very nice. So I'll start listening to that when I go to sleep.
I think you should. Yeah. So what else do you have?
Yes. So right here, I have a magazine that I'm gonna flip through a little bit.
What is that magazine like?
Should you talk about what that is?
This is
Western related.
Adventures Northwest. It's a magazine all about the area, and I chose this magazine because my mom writes articles in magazines. Not this one, but this is a really cool one. It's got Komodo dragons, and I'm going to read a sentence from this article. I turned 40 among strangers on a small Indonesian island, that one known for its population of giant carnivorous lizards, which were named dragons.
That was good. You're a pro at this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was
He's
so
already
good.
getting the hang.
ASMR tip.
Yeah.
Now, on the podcast.
Totally Whispers. That's your account name on YouTube.
Very sad.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so the next item, I'll go next. I chose a Doc Martin because a few of y'all said Doc Martens as something that you think that's very Western. Someone also said feet, and I thought that was accurate. So we're gonna do a shoe. I gotta reach a little bit.
Shout out to Danny.
Shout out to Danny for putting feet. Thank you. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you, Danny.
So this is my own Doc Martin. As you can see, it's really shiny. Hopefully you can't see the scuff marks on it, but hopefully I'm gonna tap on it. I have a lav mic, so I don't have a mic like everyone else, but hopefully he picks it up. I'm just gonna be like that. I don't know. That's a good sound, right?
That's good stuff. I'm falling asleep.
Okay. That's good.
You should tie your shoe. I don't know if that makes any noise.
I wonder, like, I just take out the sock, rip it out.
Oh, maybe like running your nail on
Oh.
this.
Like,
Would that work?
this part. Yeah. Let's do that. That's a really good sound. Oh god.
I like it.
See if I can tie my shoe. So do y'all do like the bunny ear, or do you do like the adult version of tying your shoe?
Adult version.
I don't know.
I have no idea what to do, but it's really terrible.
It
Like,
took me so long to learn.
You
there,
can't improvise every time.
there are a couple ways to do tying a shoe, okay? Maybe we'll go through it. I'm gonna move your water bottle, Sophia.
Sorry.
Also, I would like to shout out my shirt. It says totally cool with the toad. Anyways, so there are a couple ways to tie your shoes. This is like the standard way. Hopefully this is picking it up. I guess you can't see it because it's on a black screen and a black. Yeah, that's the first way. I don't know if you could see it. And then there's a bunny way to do it. My friend only knows how to tie their shoe the bunny way. So it's like the way that you were taught when you were a kid. So you take 2 loops. Oh god. And literally all you do is tie it like together. And that's the other way. And I literally had no idea how to do that until my friend showed me, and I was like, okay. So this was the Doc Martin. I hope that the sound was picked up, but that is my item for today.
Love it. Very nice. Went straight to the adult way.
I did.
It's very
Yeah,
mature.
yeah, thank you.
Okay, I'm next. I brought a pair of keys with the iconic and classic Western lanyard. I got this from the Western shop at the VU. Oh, hi. Hi. So this is my Olympus Trip AF30 film camera. I bring this around with me everywhere. This is a pretty awesome camera. My friend left it in my car and forgot about it, and I have it now. It's okay. I kept trying to give it back to him. He didn't want it, so it's mine. But anyways, this is the film camera. I feel like a lot of people at Western have film cameras, so that's why I brought it. It's a very artsy school.
Can you take a picture with it?
Yes, but there's no batteries in it.
Oh, does it make the sound?
But we can.
That's nice. This part is censored.
We're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut that out. It's okay.
There are batteries.
We're good, guys. Say cheese.
Alright.
sponsor Wavelength. You can email us at wavelength_WW at least, I don't know.
Yeah. Get these yerba mates in school. I beg of you. Okay. Anyway, today I'm going to be tapping on the yerba mate can because it is awesome, and a lot of Western students drink yerba mate. Kuyaki, ruffle berry.
And I think someone even said yerba mate as well.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, it's good to see representation out there for this. Okay, you ready? Wait, try going like around the mic.
You should try reading the sentence on the can.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Or finger tracing. Oh, we should bring up like,
Reach. Reach deep into yerba mate culture, and you'll discover people have long gathered to imbibe mate, to awaken the mind, perform extraordinary feats, and to exchange confidences. Even Yari, the mythical goddess of mate, decrees it the symbol of friendship.
That's
I
beautiful.
felt something from that.
That's really cute.
Wow, thank you.
I like that.
it's the little details.
It really is.
Little details that count. Alright, so now we've done a few different items, but we have a lot more to go with. So Tim,
We're going back around.
yeah, we're going back around. Wrap around.
So, I have a cup of coffee, and I don't know if anyone said this on the Instagram. Someone did.
I think, yeah,
Yeah. For us non-yerba mate drinkers, this is also not sponsored. So we're doing that. But every morning, a windy morning, on Western's campus, your hair is blowing back, it's cold. Maybe you didn't pack a jacket that is thick enough for the winter months. Your hands are freezing. They're getting red and stuff. You stop into Miller Market, you grab one of these, grab a little cup of joe, cup of coffee. Nothing better. Gets you through the day. Those hard days, those long, hard days. So, I'm gonna be tapping on this cup of coffee.
that was good.
Thank you, Abby. That doesn't make any noise.
Oh wait, you can take a sweet. Yeah. It's like a heartbeat.
It's like my heartbeat.
That's after drinking lots of caffeine, right? Can you
Do it really fast.
Still not sponsored. I'm gonna take a sip now. It's gonna be. Do it quietly. That's good stuff.
I like that.
Thank you.
That was really good. Thank you. That's for the people that enjoy like mukbangs, you know, like mukbang ASMR, right? Yeah. Another thing too about ASMR, there's lots of variety. I don't know why, but your hand movement reminded me of that. There's like, what is it, visual triggers?
Yeah, there's
like
yes.
visual
Oh my god,
triggers.
yeah. There's finger tracing is a good example with finger tracing.
I can do that with my next item.
Okay.
I'll do
I
that.
will do finger tracing with our next item.
Yeah. So there's lots of different triggers. The next item that I have is actually a North Face jacket. I feel like this is gonna be good. So this is my own personal North Face jacket, and it's really loud. Someone on the Instagram said that anything to flex off buying stuff at REI is very Western, and I think you can find North Face items there. And I actually stole this. I feel like we're just sponsoring all these people. Like, I actually took this jacket from my roommate because she said that she didn't want it, so I took it. And so any day that it rains, because it rains a lot on campus, I wear this rain jacket sometimes I forget it at home because, sometimes it's not very fashionable. So I wanted to do this. Also, the sounds of a rain jacket is super nice, as we talked about a little bit before. And what we talked about with the finger tracing, so with the North Face logo, you can see, I'll trace that, yeah. There's lots, it's kind of hard. There we go, the North Face jacket. So this is like finger tracing. I'm not doing it very well, but there's that North Face logo. And now I'm gonna do some little crinkly because I love the sound of like crinkling, right? I guess I already have kind of done it, but the sounds. Sometimes crinkling sounds like a rainstorm, and we love rainstorms. Or thunderstorms. Yeah. And the next thing I'll do before passing it off to Sophia, there's some Velcro. Tie it back on. And then I'll do the zipper if I can find it. Somewhere on here. Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy, guys. There's the zipper. Okay, we're gonna set this up. Alright. Unzip it. Sounds like a cat purring, kind of. Turn it on. And I'll do the Velcro one more time. I don't know if that was super pleasing to hear, but And there you go. That's a rain jacket. A North Face rain jacket.
Tingles.
Yeah.
Velcro.
What?
Is hearing the rain. As far as
Hearing the rain in that. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Sophia.
Okay. I don't know what to do next.
You do the rain.
I have my rings. Okay. So, here we have 2 rings. We have 3, I'm sorry. I got this ring. Okay, let me backtrack. I feel like Bellingham and Western, we have a lot of, markets, like art markets. The most recent one that I vended at was the Birdhouse Art Market. And I did not get any of these rings from there. But people do sell jewelry and rings at markets. I got this ring a couple years back, I think. I got this ring with a friend like 6 years ago. And this ring is a spoon ring. It's actually the handle of a spoon, believe it or not. It's one of my favorites. So let's give it a go.
Make sure you do it on the mic.
like a spine tingle or just like a feel good sensation. So some people may have gotten it from Shayna's stones, or from Abby's jacket, but it's okay if you don't get tingles from every trigger. People have preferences to different things, so yeah, some people like gentler, like softer ASMR, and some people like really like fast, intense tapping or crinkling. So but yeah, for the people who like the latter, we're gonna do a rapid fire.
I prefer the soft triggers, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go fast.
Let's go fast.
This is for the person that said that Western people shop at REI. They have a Patagonia jacket. Sorry if that was loud.
I think that was good. Okay, my next trigger, I also don't know if you're gonna be able to hear this. And that's funny because Shayna, you're wearing a flannel. But I brought a flannel because someone else also said flannel. I don't know what sounds to make. That's good. There's like a button, but I don't think that's gonna make any noise. Not really. I also have this beanie, which also won't make that much noise that I'm wearing right now. Someone said Carhartt as well. And surprise! Oh no. Wait. Oh my gosh. My hair is all crazy, but it's Carhartt. So we got the Carhartt beanie. I don't know if that makes much noise either, but that's rapid fire. Rapid fire. Here's that too. There's also layered ASMR. So you get some flannel action and some beanie action. I don't know. They both sound the same. Yeah, they do sound the same, but yeah, there's flannel. Layered ASMR can be whispering and also doing something with an object, so yeah.
I have this parking receipt. This is a Western staple that all of us know. I need to drive off at 3:30. Otherwise, I'll get. Never mind, I'll stop.
Like some mic scratching in there.
Alright. Rapid fire. So, I brought my AirPod case because, I feel like everyone kind of has, their AirPods in or their headphones on. If you try talking with someone while in Red Square, trying to get someone's attention, they have headphones on. It's not usually successful. Anyway, listen to this. That might be really loud, actually. And then if I take the AirPods out, let's do the other one. Oh, I like that one.
That was really good. I feel very relaxed right now, actually.
Our energy has gone down a little bit. I'm in such a relaxed state.
No, I actually am.
Wow.
I don't know about y'all, but
How do you
feel
feel
very
down?
relaxed.
As the
I've been closing my eyes during some of the sounds. Very nice.
Getting any ASMR, any tingles?
I've been getting some tingles.
That's good.
On and off.
Yeah.
I think the jacket, the rayon
that was a good
jacket,
one.
yeah, it might be.
Yeah. I think that we should just do a recurring ASMR segment now.
Yeah.
ASMR is a lot like meditation in a way, right? Like, we are so caught up in the things that we're doing that we just need to take a step back and just chill. I know that I need to work on that, right? Like, but
Well said.
thank you.
Just chilling.
Just chilling. Yeah.
And with the end of the quarter approaching, we hope that this was a good way to wrap up your quarter with finals week.
I don't think we're posting this before.
Cut that.
This is a great way to come into the quarter,
Come in
feeling relaxed and ready for spring.
Set
Because you
the
dealt
tone.
with such a stressful winter quarter. Because no one likes winter quarter. Personally, I really don't like winter quarter. But it's okay. Because it's over now.
Yeah. And let us know in the comments which trigger was your favorite.
Yeah. I think that as we are going into spring, there are so many more options to do, like have other things. Like we didn't even do like, I don't know, water or like, you know, spring activities that people can start enjoying. So if you enjoyed this, there might be a second video coming out, another ASMR segment. So let us know if you enjoyed this. I hope that we broke some barriers for those who don't like ASMR and for those who maybe want to delve into a little bit more, because ASMR is just all about relaxation and you have to find the right things that you enjoy to really like enjoy ASMR. Because if you don't like ASMR, I think you're doing it wrong. You need to find the thing that's suitable for you.
If you don't like ASMR, you're stupid.
Sorry. You're not stupid.
I take it back.
You have lots of room to grow.
I'm not joking. You can like what you like.
Yeah. But we have just opened the smallest can of worms when it comes to ASMR. There's so much, and we are by no means pros at all.
By no means.
By no means. So I hope that you all enjoyed this video. And is there anything else that y'all want to say as a party gift?
I learned quite a bit today,
It's good.
and feeling very, very relaxed, and I hope you are too. Everybody out there.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. And if you're a little bit hesitant to click on this episode, but you're pleasantly surprised,
That's the goal.
that's the goal. And we hope to see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.
Tripping on bricks.
Tripping on bricks.
Tripping on bricks.
Bricks.
Thank you so much.
Bricks. All right, y'all. See ya in the next video. Bye.
Wavelength is a program of the Associated Students of Western Washington University, and we'd like to thank WWU's Digital Media Center for production support, as well as our music composer, Austin Colwell from Harbor Day. You can find a link to Austin's music in the episode description below.